Hey, Royals. Thank you for joining me this evening. It's Duchess DJ Love, me, host of Gallivanting Like a Royal. I'm so glad you're here with me this evening. Um, Last weekend, I was in lovely London. Yes, it was great. Now, I've been to London before, so it wasn't like my very first trip. However, some things that caught my attention I wanted to share with you straight up is, let's see. Do you want to save money or do you want comfort? And the reason I ask that is I traveled very lightly because when I do go to Europe, I know you have to sometimes walk on cobblestone roads. And so, dragging your luggage is not a smooth deal, whether it's small, big, whatever. So dealing with luggage can be a little bit of an issue over there. So the reason I ask you if you want comfort or are you going for cost? When you're flying into Heathrow, you can take the Heathrow Express to Paddington Station in central London. And then you can get on the tube to go wherever you want to go from there, which I did. I stayed at the Tower of London. I had a beautiful view at the Citizen M Hotel there. So my window was just looking out at the Tower of London and the Tower of London Bridge. So fantastic view. Citizen M Hotel, highly recommend if you need a hotel to stay at. I'll discuss this hotel in detail later and why I chose it and why you should choose it if you go to London. But back to the comfort or the cost. I found out that the taxi ride from Heathrow to London it ranges between 80 to 100. I think it's pounds, London pounds, whatever their money is. I think it's pounds. Anyway, that depends on traffic and time of day. So between 80 and 100 to get you from the airport to where you're going, versus taking the Heathrow Express, which is a direct train to central London. That will run you, if you buy it in advance, you can get it cheaper. Let's just say 37 pounds for it. These are one way. Now, however, when you get to Paddington, and let's say you have to change and get on the tube or take some other means of transportation, like I did, I had forgotten about most of the stations don't. 33% of them have lifts. In other words, an elevator. Well, me and my luggage trying to go up and down stairs to cross over to get to the right platform was a little tricky, let's say that. And looking at all that luggage with all the people, I mean, man, there were tourists. You would have thought in November there wouldn't be that many tourists. Oh, it was packed. So that was let's say if I want to save money, that's the route to go. Just know that you're going to have to lug that luggage up and down stairs. So if you're taking kiddos, trying to lug luggage and manage the kids with all the people, and you may need to save a little bit more money and take the private taxi. But that's just my thoughts on that. I'll touch more on that later too. But what I really enjoyed the most was, I think they call it the Queen's Walk on each side of the Thames River. You can just walk and you can see across the river beautiful views. You'll have street vendors, street music. They even have art set up now along there. So I enjoyed that. Got my exercise about 2 miles up and 2 miles back each day. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Great exercise. Had my fish and chips, which is a tradition over there. Oh, and it was great. I mean, very good. Had traditional English breakfast that my hotel provided, which was fabulous. Buffet, so you can get as much as you want or as little as you want, and you have a variety. Let me see what else. I took the river cruise all the way down to Greenwich, which, in the evening, that is beautiful. Seeing the sunset behind the buildings. Oh, don't get me wrong. Pack an umbrella, a poncho, rain gear, because it's going to rain. I was prepared for that. That wasn't no big deal. It was a bit chilly when it rained, but it was nice. The sun would come out. I actually had a very pleasant trip. The people that I encountered were very friendly, very helpful. They loved my Southern voice, and they want to know where I was from, of course. But, it was a great experience. Tate Modern, the London Eye, of course, Big Ben. Oh, I did the hop on, hop off bus, which is what I suggest anywhere you go. If they have those, that's my number one thing to do. Is I love the hop on, hop off bus. The first thing I do is I want to take it all the way around the route to see everything. So then I can make mental notes of where I want to spend my time at, or the best way to get to such and such, because along the route I may see something that I want to see. So I did the hop on, hop off bus, got to go to Buckingham Palace to see the changing of the guard. However, it was pouring down rain. Our bus kind of got stuck in traffic because they were shutting off some of the streets, to provide for the route. I got to see the last few minutes as they got there to Buckingham Palace, and I took a few photos. But I had seen it up close and personal before, so it wasn't that big of a disappointment to me. But I did get to see that, so that's what I want to warn you. If you do go, it's not every day during the fall and winter. So make sure you check that out. Check out the times. Make sure you know what time and where the route starts so you can go for that. Now, the London Bridge, you can actually walk up to the top, take a tour to do that and see that as well. Highly recommend it. Great views. But if you like me and you like free, which, hey, I like free stuff. There's a lot of free attractions in London that I really didn't even think about. Like the newest one, I guess, or the latest thing, I kind of call it a secret attraction, is Horizon 22. This is one of the newest skyscrapers in London. And right now they're giving free admission to go up. I think it's on the 50th, the 55th floor. Anyway, it's high up. You get great views of the city from there. You need to go online and book it. They only allow so many people a day. So you do have to book. It doesn't cost anything, but you have to book it or register, whatever you want to call it. The same thing for the Walkie Talkie building. You can go up to the Sky Bar, the Sky Gardens, which is beautiful too. You get great views, and that's a fascinating site. Again, it's free, but you have to register or choose a time slot for you to do that. Tate Modern is a fascinating museum that is free to the public. They do have some paid events every so often, but it's free to the public, and it's one of these that you don't want to miss. If you're not a lover of art, still, this is something that you'll want to go explore. And along the river now on the bank side, they have some statues, sculptures that's going up that are beautiful. They're interesting. They're kind of characters. They make you think. It's a wildlife thing to bring attention to, like animals that are getting extinct, or there's not many of them. So just to remind us to, think about things like that. And art can make you aware, and it can, enhance your knowledge, the way you view things, just by taking a look at a sculpture. And you can read a description on it, just give you some ideas. Of course, the London views were phenomenal, especially in the evening when the sun was setting. So I thoroughly enjoyed doing my walk, taking my pictures. And like I say, I chose to stay at the Tower of London because of the Tower Bridge. I call it the London Bridge. There is actually a London Bridge, so I don't want to get the two mixed up. But the Tower Bridge is the one that's real famous, just the drawbridge thing that's just beautiful, and you see in all the photos. Well, that, for some reason, it just holds a dear spot in my heart. So I wanted to be as close to it as possible. That's because I booked the hotel where I had bird's eye view. I mean, I was on the 6th floor, so I looked right center at it. It's the first thing I saw when I woke up, last thing I saw when I went to sleep at night. That was my view. I had glass windows all the way across, so that was my view. I enjoyed walking around. Of course, you know me. I'm going to meet people. Met some folks from Australia. We had dinner together. Then I met some gentlemen from Sweden who we took some photos with. I actually got to be part of a wedding with a couple from London, so it's magical how these things happen to me, and I get to be a part of it. So, I got to share some memories with people that otherwise I would have never met. So that was the highlight of my trip. I have lots of photos. Again, I haven't had a chance to get those curated and put out in a file for you yet, but I will. I do have some video reels to show you before I get those ready. I have a special guest tonight from the UK, and she just want to do a tarot reading for us. So you don't want to miss that. And it's for me, but since you're viewing and listening, it applies to you as well. So I think you'll thoroughly enjoy that. However, let's do a little video. You know me, I like to show off my content creations, my digital creations, because I'm proud of them, because this is something I did not know I had the talent, the ability to do. So, I'm so proud of myself. I'm like, yay, go Duchess. You can do this, So humor me with me learning and showing off a little bit, and maybe inspire you. Maybe you have some hidden talents that you didn't know you knew. And if it can happen to me, hey, it can happen to you too. But here's a little London for you. And I forgot to mention that if you're over there now, the Millennium Bridge is a footbridge for us, pedestrians walking back and forth across. It is under construction right now, so it's not accessible. Just want to give you FYI on that. And if that was not enough to make you want to go to London, just a little bit more. Okay, Royals, thank you for humoring me and watching my videos. If you're listening on Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Google Podcasts, Android Podcasts, however you're listening to me, you may not be able to see the visual. You can go to gallivantinglikearoyal.com. That's my website. You can read my blogs. You can see my photos. You can also find me on Facebook, Duchess DJ Travels. Gallivanting Like a Royal is the main name of it. Same thing with YouTube, Duchess DJ Travels, but it reads Gallivanting Like a Royal. I'm on Instagram at Duchess DJ Love, all one word. Pinterest, Duchess DJ Love, all one word. But again, go to gallivantinglikearoyal.com to find me. And you can read my blogs. I have several on Thanksgiving travel tips for us in the U.S. And trust me, Thanksgiving is one of those times where it can be really difficult to travel. I'll touch more on that next week, but just heads up, if you're buying your tickets now, I would say fly on Thanksgiving morning. You get more for your money. It's the cheapest time to fly, and you have less headaches with the friendly skies, with the turbulence and the people. Wednesday before Thanksgiving and the Sunday after Thanksgiving is going to be your busiest, hectic travel days, whether you're on the roads or flying to friendly skies. Just know that. I personally like to travel on the holiday itself. Even at Christmas and New Year's, I try to book my trips on Christmas Day and return on New Year's Day, because it's the least traffic. And people that are working those days in the airport for whatever reason, they are friendlier. They're more willing to help you. That's a plus to me, because, hey, when you travel, you need some patience and some mercy. Oh, yeah. But here's one more of my videos on London. I really like London, you guys. So, I'm kin to those royals across the pond. I call them the London royals. I've invited them to come over here to see us, though. Maybe we can, enhance them to come visit us. Hey. I hope you enjoy that. And a thing on the Oyster card, I didn't use it this trip. However, they make it easy. It's called contactless payment. You just click on your credit card, your debit card, or if you have the card, you just click on it when you go through, click on it when you come out. And if you forget for some reason and don't click it going out, they will charge you for the longest stretch. Let's say that there's 10 more stops after yours. They'll charge you that you got off at the last time. So be sure to click when you get on, click when you get off. Hey, just a tip there on that. I'm going to bring on my guest now on our interview. Her name is Rani. She's from the UK, and I'll let her introduce herself. And I really think you're going to enjoy this one, Royal. So, hey, I'll be back at what I call halftime before we do part 2. Here we go. Welcome back, Royals. I have a fabulous guest for you now. Dr. Rani is a superstar, so I can't wait for you to meet her. And she's with me now, and I'm going to let Dr. Rani tell who she is and give us her introduction, because I'm telling you, Royals, you're going to want to get to know this lady. Dr. Rani, tell us a little bit about who you are and your background.
Hello, everybody, and hello, Duchess DJ. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be on your platform with your audience and with you today. Thank you. Thank you so much. And who I am? Well, I've got so many things to share, and I will try to be as brief as possible so that I can include everything. Okay. So I am originally from Mauritius, and I have been living in the UK for the past 13 years. Wow. And I love traveling. I have been traveling to so many places. I have studied in Australia, worked in China, and visited Canada, and visited a lot of countries in Europe.
Wow, fascinating.
It is. It has been a great experience, a great life journey so far. And what I do a lot of things. I have a full-time academic job as a professor, an assistant professor in human resource management. Okay. And during my part-time hours, that is after work, I am a hypnotherapist. In the States, you call it how do you call it?
Hypnosis?
Hypnosis, yes. I do hypnosis. I am also a past life regression practitioner.
Okay.
Yes. And I am a Mars Venus life and relationship coach. I am a compassion practitioner. I am an astrologer and a tarot reader.
Oh, you're going to have to do my tarot reading, but I'm just so fascinated by all your disciplines you're just a world of knowledge here.
Yes, thank you so much. I have learned all that in order to heal myself. That's why I was so interested in all these different areas, because all these different things have helped me to heal from the traumas I have been suffering from. And now these modalities, these different things, these different areas have broadened my knowledge. And I'm really, really glad that I have learned all these things, because now on my journey, I can help others. So, would you like to have a reading, and for the audience to have a reading today?
Oh, I would love that. And once we get done, I want to talk a little bit more about the astrology and the past life regression, because that can really get people unstuck. I mean, I'm just amazed at that.
Yes, the past life regression is very similar to hypnosis, because we put people under hypnosis,
Right.
and this helped a lot of people to get understanding from patterns that are being repeated in their lives, or issues that they are having, emotional or physical issues that they don't understand in this life. And it helps also to heal from their emotional issues when they are able in those sessions to really open up and to let go of those things that they've been suppressing. These are amazing techniques. The hypnosis that I do, which is called rapid transformational therapy method, it is super quick, the benefits and what people get from it. It is really a cutting edge therapy, I would say. I have experienced it. I used to have irritable bowel syndrome. I used to be always anxious,
Mm.
and always like uh, always having tummy problems. But having done the hypnosis, it has helped me to heal, and I can eat anything, Duchess DJ. You won't
Wow.
believe it. I couldn't eat
Yeah.
potatoes, I couldn't eat bread, but now I eat everything moderately. I am so happy, I tell you. Yes, and you change when you heal from the inside.
Right.
Wow, it's like you get a different life. You are a reborn person.
And that's a lot of people. They're looking for something to help them. That might be why they have allergies, and they don't really understand why. They think it's from the food they eat. It's not necessarily. There's a root cause that we need to get healed.
Absolutely. That's what we do in hypnosis. We go to the root cause, because what happens is when we have allergies, we treat the surface, the symptoms on
Mhm.
the surface, but we never treat the root cause. That's why the allergies keep coming.
That's right.
So when you treat the root cause, we really extract it. That's what I do. I become the investigator, and then I become the dentist. I help the clients
Yes.
themselves to extract. So together we extract the root cause. They get the understanding in the session. They let it go. So I help them using different techniques to let go of those beliefs, and then we use neuro linguistic programming. We reprogram them to think positive, so that they are able to live a life where they are free to be themselves and that they are happy. Yes.
I love it. I love seeing people be healed and relieved of their childhood traumas. That's where a lot of people get stuck in their childhood, and it's like they can't get past that to be a productive adult, or their dreams it holds them back because they don't think that they can do something, or just because something happened in their childhood. So this is great stuff, and I'm so glad you're healing people. I'm glad you healed yourself. Oh, I'm just so interested. I want to learn more about all this. But yes, this tarot card reading, I'm all excited about that.
Yes. Let's get on with that, because otherwise we can talk for hours. So
We could talk for hours. I mean, this is great stuff to help people. So let's keep it rolling.
okay. So I would ask you to just take a few seconds to close your eyes, and the audience who is listening as well.
Yes.
And because Duchess DJ is going to do that on for everybody else, so whoever will be watching today will benefit from the cards. So whatever card that Duchess DJ will pick, it will apply for you, and you can put it into practice in your life. This is the reading that the message that you all will get, that is meant to be for you. So
That's
whether
right.
you
Because
are
if they tune
watching the
in,
replay as well.
I say if they tune into the show, it's meant for them to get this word, and it may translate differently for different people, but they will know whatever it is meant for them.
Yes, yes. And it's nothing negative. It's always things that are positive that will help them to move
Yes.
forward in their life. So I would ask you, Duchess DJ, and for everybody who is watching and listening, to please close your eyes and focus, ask the universe and God to guide you, and think of the question that you would like an answer. And I will be shuffling the cards. So here are the cards. I'm not doing any trick, everybody. I'm going to focus as well and shuffling the cards. And I would like you, Duchess DJ, to tell me when you would like me to stop. And just say stop when you are ready. Once you focus on your question.
Now,
Okay.
stop.
Okay, I've stopped. So I'll cut the cards into 3 packs. So I put it on the table. I'm not sure people will see me. So put it on the table. I cut it into 3 packs. So it's number 1, 2, and 3. Which one would you like?
Of course, I want number 1.
Okay, all right. So here it is, number 1. Where would you like me to take the card? From the top, from the middle, or from the bottom?
I think we always go with the top.
Right. Okay. The card at the top is called the Four of Raphael. So what it says is seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life.
Yes.
And be aware of your own emotions. So I'll put it here. Everybody can see the card.
See it?
It's a
Yes.
beautiful card. And it shows a lady who is on the ground, and behind her is an angel. But that little girl, as you can see, she's only looking at in front of her. So what she should do, to whoever is listening to this, you need to broaden your horizons and look at the possibilities and the magic of life, because
Wow.
that's when you will discover more things, your treasures, because you can't just look on the ground. You won't expand, you won't be learning, you won't be growing. So you need to open yourself, your heart, your ears, and your eyes to look at the possibilities of life. So that's what the card is saying. And at the back is the angel. And when you do that, you will have the guidance of the angels or God or the universe. And ask for your guides, your angels to guide you so that you are open to the possibilities. That's what it is.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, it is always great, great cards, I tell you. And it always will help anybody who is listening and watching today. So whoever is listening and watching, take that this card is for you today, and that you need to hear this so that you move forward on your life journey.
And if they're scared, just know that the angel or the guide or someone's right there with you. Don't be scared to go forward. You got someone that's going to be guiding you and be there with you. So you can overcome some fear or anxiety that may be possible. That's the way I took it. I'm like, yes, that's what I need to know. I need to know that someone was with me on my journey.
Yes, you are never alone. We always have guardian angels. I was reading that recently, that we all have 2 guardian angels with us in this lifetime. But most of us, we are not aware of it, and we don't ask them for their help.
Like I
So
said, we're just so busy in our own little, with our own little thing that we don't have
yes,
time to think that we have someone looking out for us, just to take a moment, and thank them and say, "Help me," and they will. I mean, that's all I got to say is say, "Please help me, guide me, show me what I need to do, my way."
yes, and you will see, and you will get the guidance when you ask for help. And in the book of life, it says, "Ask and you shall
You
receive."
receive.
Yes, so we should ask because we have lost the power of asking. we
Yes.
we tend to accept whatever is said to us, and we don't ask for what we need. We forget ourselves
Mm-hmm.
because we are so busy with life, with everything around us, that we forgot who we are. So asking is, it's not, I would say, it's we are not disturbing people when we
Mm-mm.
ask. No, it's like they want to help us, and only if we ask that we can get help.
I said, if you don't ask, you don't receive, right?
We don't receive, no, no. And I have done that. You have done that too, Duchess DJ.
Yes.
Asking, and you have seen a world of possibilities open when we just open our mouth and start to ask. Yeah. And even if we get a no, we won't die.
Mm-mm.
We'll still
That's
be
right.
alive, and it's just a growing journey, a learning opportunity. Maybe that person is not the right person to ask, but
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay not to have received it. We will find other people to help us. So, yeah.
Well, I think that goes along with, I have a saying on my little quote that says, traveling opens doors that you didn't know needed opening. And what I mean by that is when you go out of your comfort zone, no matter where it is or how, what is, it opens you up because you have to think, what do I do next? It's not a routine. It's not automatic. And that's when you're more perceptive to say, hey, will you help me? Will someone show me? You're open to help however it may come.
Yes, that's so true. Yes, yes, yes. I do agree with you. Yes. It's very important. Yes.
Well, Dr. Ronnie, you touched on what I was going to ask you next about how can you help an individual or business owner in today's market. But do you have anything else that may be along those lines to tell someone, or do you have a website where they can connect with you? I mean, how would someone, I guess, schedule a hypnosis session or tarot card reading or something of that nature?
Yes. Thank you, Duchess DJ. If anybody wants to contact me, please, you can go to my two websites. I've got my first website, which is called Mars Venus Coach Rani, RANI.com, or you can go to my other website, Dr. Rani, RANI, Thanacoody, THANACOODY.com. And you can book a call either for the hypnotherapy, life and relationship coaching, tarot card, past life regression, astrology, compassion session, or chakra healing. So I am always here to help you, and I look forward to seeing all of you. And you told me, Duchess DJ, what is it that I would like to say to any business person?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what I would like to say is, and not only a business person, but to everybody, business person, or not only if you are doing other things, I think each one of us, the greatest thing we can do is to stay in an attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
And when we stay in that attitude of gratitude, it will shift our negative thoughts, and it will help us to attract the abundance that we want so that we achieve our dreams. So, and it will shift that negative thought. Any, whenever you have that negative thought, start to think, what are you grateful for today? And it will go, the negative thought will go. And as you do the gratitude, you will see how your life will shift. And I remember a lady, very well known lady, I can say her name. She used to be with the Proctor. She is with the Proctor Gallagher, Sandy Gallagher, and she used to coach a business person his business was going down, and she told that person, start looking at what you are grateful for 30 days.
Yes.
And that person did that, and his business turned around and started to become very successful.
Royals, you see, being grateful for things brings more positive things into your world. And when you start making a list of what you're grateful for every day or what you have in life, you get more of it. And I practice this daily. You know, I have learned with journaling that if I just write down what I'm grateful for, it turns my day around. And I'm like everyone else. I have headaches. I have obstacles. You know, not that my life is just rosy and full of charm every day, but I have to turn around and make it better. You know, I could just get overwhelmed with what life throws at me and just, sink into a dark hole. That's not me. No, that's not going to happen. I'm grateful for what I do have. And, if it's rainy, I can't look outside. Hey, the sun's going to shine. It may not be now, but it's going to come through. Like look at the glass, half full, half empty. That kind of thing. I work on my mindset daily so that I can be a better person. And the way I see it is, if I'm not positive, how can I influence anyone? How can I be helpful to anyone else? I'm just kind of like, if you're down in the dumps all the time, who wants to be around you? Be for real. So I'm going to give you a little travel inspiration. I know we've already shown some lots of London, which I'm going to show lots more of London, but we're going to show you some travel with me now. And then I'm going to have to give you a clip on to thank my sponsors for this show, because I'm grateful for them. Remember? Attitude of gratitude. That's where travel to, the name came from. My attitude of travel, it's an attitude of travel. Travel to, it makes me smile. Now a little advertisement. Hello, Royals. It's Duchess DJ Love here with Gallivanting Like a Royal. Just wanted to say hello, first of all. I hope you're doing well. And thank you for watching Gallivanting Like a Royal, where we discuss travel inspiration and how to live a royal lifestyle. So again, thank you for joining. I have a full hour planned for you tonight. Hello, Royals. Duchess DJ Love here.
want to give another shout out to our sponsor before we close out. Do that now. And she's got a book coming out that's going to give you all kinds of great tips for travel, etc.
Hello, Royals. This is my book, Travel To by Duchess DJ Love, me, your host of Gallivanting Like a Royal. You can purchase this book on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. Please support my journey and go to my website at gallivantinglikearoyal.com for more blogs, more insights, and updates on my featured shows.
Okay, Royals, let's go back to part 2 with Ronnie. Okay, having technical difficulty. Let's try this again. In the Bible, it says, be grateful for what you have. Why should I give you more if you're not happy with what you have now? And I'm paraphrasing it, but
Yes.
It's like, why should you increase if you're not happy with what you have now? You have to be able to manage and accept what you have now before you can grow.
Yes, absolutely. Because only if you are grateful in the now that you can, because being grateful in the now is being content with what you have already, like you said. And when you are content in what you have, it is you are in an abundant state. You are you are in a state of where you have love, where you have joy, and these are the highest level of vibration, and that's when you attract all the goodness to you. Yes,
That is so true.
yeah, because I've experienced it myself, Duchess DJ. I'm sure you have as well. Wow, gratitude is one of the most important exercise that I have been doing from the moment I open my eyes. I learned that from somebody. Say, as soon as you open your eyes, start to say out loud what you are grateful for. Because it's creating that habit, It's like we need to change these old habits and create these new habits, these positive habits in our mind. Yes.
And I like to journal in the morning and in
Right.
the evenings. And I journal in the mornings, things that I kind of have to do for the day, and how I feel about what I have to do during the day, just to get it all out. So I don't, especially if I'm doing something that I don't want to do or don't look forward to, I write down, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it, just get all that out of the way. And then it's like, it doesn't bother me so much as the day goes on. And then at the end of the day, I like to write and say, wow, I'm grateful I got through this today, or this wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, and it's just that little time from the morning to the evening. But you see a shift in your thinking, because, ahead of time you're looking at like, oh, I don't want to do this. But then once it's done, it's like, oh, I appreciate I did that. I learned something from that I wasn't expected, or it didn't take me as long as, I thought it would. It's like the universe sends you something to make it better, and you don't know what that is, but it will. He'll get better. It won't be as bad as you thought it was. Let's put it that way.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And I would like to share something, if you would allow me, Duchess DJ.
Yes, please. Share away.
Okay. This is something that I found from the book written by Rhonda Byrne. And she said that be grateful for everything that you have received in your life. Be grateful for everything that you are receiving in your life. And be grateful for what you want in your life, as though you have received it
Yes.
already. So being grateful is extremely important. So everybody, please cultivate this attitude of gratitude, because gratitude will multiply everything in your life.
It will. I'm a big believer in gratitude, and and being grateful and giving thanks. And that's kind of why reason I wear the crown is that I'm grateful for my life I have now. And I tell people I haven't always been wealthy because I grew up very poor. So if I can be successful and show gratitude for each day during all of that, then you can too, because I know what it's like not to have money for lunch at school. But I'm grateful that I was able to go to school. I was grateful that even though I couldn't afford lunch, my mom was able to pack me a sandwich to take with me. Granted, my tummy was still hungry when I got home, but it curved my appetite. But I'm grateful for all those experiences, because it wouldn't have made me the person that I am today if I'd had the easy road, or if I hadn't had to struggle. And I believe that's where I get my strong desire to succeed from, and persevere, because, I'm grateful for everything that comes my way. That doesn't mean I always like it, but I'm grateful because it taught me a lesson, or it made me a stronger individual to handle life. There's lessons learned that I may not ever understand what I was supposed to get out of it, but I'm supposed to get something from whatever happened to me.
That's very true, Duchess DJ. Even the things we don't like,
Yes.
we have to be grateful because it's teaching us something, Yeah. I was thinking, would you allow me to share something about that?
Yes, please do, because it might touch on something to someone's thinking about. They may not have connected the dots, and this will help them.
Yes, thank you. I was thinking, it happened to me. It's a situation that happened, that I was assigned somebody to work with me. And that person is very new, and no other colleagues want to work with that person. And then because that person would require a lot of attention,
Hands-on.
need a lot of help and attention so that they do their job. And then I sat and told myself, wow, this person has come to me. I have to be grateful for that, because this is teaching me something about myself. And this is something that I can do to help that person. This is an opportunity to help that person. So instead of thinking of it in a negative way, I started to look at it in a great way. And when I talked to that person, I realized that person is such a lovely person, and I can feel her heart, how willing and how hardworking she's going to put in effort in doing it. And I am so glad now I realize that I have been assigned somebody like that. So whatever thing or person you think is going to be a challenge, but if you are able to look at it in a positive way and be grateful for the lesson, wow, your life will change.
Yes, it will. Because here's the thing too. I look at it like this too. They're new. They're going to ask you questions, because they don't understand.
Yes.
But at the same time, that makes your skills get stronger, because you have to explain it to them in an elementary language, because you know it from experience. You're at the top with it. So you kind of have to bring it down to their level. But both of you grow, because your skills get stronger in educating, and their skills get greater at doing something. So it's kind of a win-win in a way.
It is, yes. I am very excited to work with that person. I've been telling myself, wow, I'm so glad now I'm working with her.
Yes. Well, I want to show a quick commercial, and we'll be right back and go continue our interview. So just hang tight.
Okay.
again, Royals, as you know, I'm Duchess DJ Love, the host of Gallivanting Like a Royal, where we discuss travel inspiration and how to live a royal lifestyle. So I just had to give you a little taste of some travel there. And I'm going to ask Dr. Rani about some travel tips because I'm headed to London. I'm going to be flying across that pond. So I'm going to ask her to give me a few tips.
All right, Duchess DJ, I am super excited that you are coming soon. And I am really, really excited and looking forward to meeting you. And some tips I would give everybody that would help them on their journey to the UK is, first of all, we have the underground in London. And the underground, we call it the tube. So which is different from the States, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. So there are different lines that goes across London, around the city of London. So it's called the tube. And the other thing I would like to share with you is when you come to the UK, giving tips is not compulsory in hotels, as it is in the States, I think. So do not feel that you have to give tips whenever you go to the hotel or whenever you go to a restaurant. But sometime in the restaurant, they will ask you if you want to give a tip. You can say yes or you can say no. But this is not compulsory. So this is a big, big difference. A
Big difference from the US, yes.
Yes, I know. It is a big difference and a big change for people because I know of some friends have asked me from the States, oh, do I need to give a tip? I say, that's up to you, but it's not compulsory. So you are free to choose. But we do sometimes give a little tip to the waiter or waitresses, but it's up to us. Or we cannot. If we find that the bill is already too high, some places that you go, you can just pay the bill without giving any tips, because sometimes they include it in the bill already, you see.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. So need to look at your bill to see if it's already included or not too.
Yes, sometimes you have to look at the bill. Sometimes it is already included. Some restaurants, some hotels already included. Yes, yeah. And the other tip I would give to people is when you come to the UK, one place I would really recommend you to go, it is in Tottenham Court Road tube station. It's the underground. It's just next to the tube station. As you exit the Tottenham Court Road tube station, you will see a place called the Outer Space.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it is magical, Duchess DJ, and I will take you there when you come.
I'm so excited. That sounds fabulous too.
It is. And what it is, that place, you have different pictures, different pictures of geometry, infinite geometry that are being displayed and that are colorful, and the design, the geometry keeps changing. So it is from the ceiling on the size of all the walls. Wow. And there is a beautiful, gentle music playing. It is really magical. Yes. So it is worth visiting when you come to London. If you like it.
That just sounds like you said magical. Is an experience that that you can take with you, way after you're gone from on our turn back home. It's like that will stay with me. It's unique.
Yes, it is. It is unique, and I don't know. For me, it was really as if I was out of space.
Yes.
That's how I felt. I felt connected to the universe when I sat there, to the galaxies, to the universe, and it's really, really colorful, but you feel a deep connection to the outer world. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. And our time is almost up, Dr. Ronnie. Is there anything that you would like to say to the audience in closing? Anything to remind them of? Don't you have some books you can show? I mean, I know you're an author.
Yes, I've got a book that I would like to show to the audience.
Okay.
And this book is called Love and Coaching. So can you see it, Duchess DJ?
Yes, Love and Coaching. I see it. I put my glasses on to make sure I saw it crystal clear too.
That's great. Yes. So it is
Yes.
called Love and Coaching. And this book has been the #1 bestseller, Amazon bestseller. No. And it is a book. It is a great book that I would recommend people to read. I co-authored the book with the very well-known Dr. John Gray, who wrote Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. He's my coach.
Yes.
And we wrote the book with him and 30 other coaches, Mars Venus coaches. So we each one share our story, as well as provided techniques and tools that people can use in their daily life to heal their wounds and to heal themselves so that they have a great relationship with themselves and a great relationship with the people around them. So that, as Dr. John Gray said, we are here to change one relationship at a time.
Yes. And I say, I want to change one heart at a time. But at the same time, if you don't love yourself, how can you love someone else? So you got to love yourself first and know how to love you and give yourself self-love and self-care, or you're really not too much good to the rest of the world. So we got to do some healing.
Absolutely. We need to connect with ourselves, because you would know very well that a lot of people, most of us, we are so disconnected with ourselves. We are connected with our internet, with the news, with anything outside, but we have lost the connection with ourselves. And when we lose the connection with ourselves, we lose the connection with others. So it's about learning now to give that self-love to ourselves. Yeah.
If anyone in the audience is listening right now, which I know you are, I just want you to know that you're loved. And I'm sending love to you through this channel, through my messages, through Dr. Ronnie. You're loved. There's 8 billion people in our world, and each one of you needs to know that you're loved. And I'm telling you right now, I love you. Wow.
I love you all as well. And I wish you all lots of love and light on your journey. And to you as well, Duchess DJ. Thank you.
Thank
I am super grateful and thankful to you and to your audience today.
And audience, royal viewers, you know how I love to call you my royal viewers. All of Dr. Ronnie's information is scrolling across the screen, so be sure to write it down, take notes, watch the show on replay. I'm okay with that. It'll also be in my blog. So go to gallivantinglikearoyal.com if you miss anything, and you can catch it there. Thanks, Dr. Ronnie. It's been a pleasure having you on.
Thank you, Duchess DJ, and thank you to the audience. Bye, everyone. Lots of love to all of you. Bye.